What is going on, boys? Today I'm back with a different kind of video. Today I'm bringing you guys a tutorial on how to properly crystal PvP in 1.9 and above. Alrighty, so inventory setup. This is what mine usually looks like whenever I go into a fight. I bring 5 stacks of pearls with me. I bring 2 turtle potions. Turtle potions are like basically like you become invincible for 20 seconds or wherever you splash it. That's how long you become invincible for. And then I bring 5 totems to a fight. I bring 2 stacks of XP bottles, a stack of slow falling arrows, 8 speed and strength, a netherite sword with knockback 2. You can have knockback 1 as well, but it really just depends on your preference, but I prefer knockback 2. I like the feel of it more. I bring a stack of gapples, a stack of obby, a stack of crystals, a crossbow. I bring a crossbow instead of a bow because with multi-shot it shoots 3 arrows, so if you aim in the right direction of your opponent, no matter what, it will most likely hit them. That is why everyone is bringing crossbows now. And with hotkeys, mine are my button 4 above my E key, and then my mouse button 4, but it is in my 5th slot, as you can see. It really depends on preference for hotkeys, because I've seen people use 3 and 4, I've seen people use 4 and 5, I've seen people use F and G, I've seen people use F and Q, C and V, G and H. Like, there's just so many different combinations of buttons that you can use, but these are like my preferred hotkeys that I'm most comfortable with. Alrighty, so now that we are done with the inventory setup and the hotkeys part of this, I will show you guys how to ledge crystal now. As you guys probably know from all my videos, your opponent has to be a Y level, the same Y level as the obsidian top is. So with this, as you can see, 0 damage done to me right there. But then when I'm on the same level as it, my alt's totem popped, and I now have 3 hearts left when I was at full hearts. So always make sure that your opponent is on the same Y level as the top of the obsidian when you crystal. So for ledge crystalling, it's basically, you can bait people into it. Like, you can pretend you're low after a melee exchange, you can run off and then do that to your opponent. A ledge crystal is basically where your opponent is above you, like a Y level above you in a biome, and then you go down 1 level and then crystal them like I just did. So you can do that, and you can also just like play the long game and like act like you're trying to escape with your opponent running behind you, and then you can ledge crystal like that. It's a very simple form of crystalling. It's what a lot of people use. Also, one thing that you should not do in crystal PvP, which I've seen a lot of people do, is just run around and spam crystals, because as you can see, it does no damage to me, let alone my alt, so that is a no-no. But now that that is covered, we will go on to do punch crystalling. Alright guys, so punch crystalling is where you hit your opponent up into the air with your sword, hotkey your crystals, place it, then explode it. Here it is in action. You see, he took vertical knockback on the same Y level as the top of the obsidian, which allowed me to place it, break it, and pop one of his totems. It's pretty simple to get used to, because I've seen people just place the obsidian, then do that. Like, there doesn't even have to be pre-placed obsidian, you can just place it, go into a melee exchange, and then hit them, and then do that to them. Punch crystalling is one of the easiest methods of crystalling to get used to. So, if you feel like you need to practice to get techniques down before you start hit crystalling, then I would definitely suggest punch crystalling. That works out a lot of the time very well for a lot of people. Alrighty guys, now that we've covered the 2 basic forms of crystalling, I'm going to show you guys how to properly hit crystal. Now, when it comes with hit crystalling, you want to make sure that you're perfectly, like, fine with your keybinds and you're fast enough to do it. Like, for me, I've had enough experience to be able to just spam them out like that. But with some people, they have trouble, like, hotkeying, like, getting the hotkeys down correctly. So, if you can't do it your first few days, don't get mad. I couldn't do it for, like, 2 to 3 weeks. And then I finally got it down. And I was really hyped when I did get it down finally. So when it comes to hit crystalling, there's 2 strategies that I usually do. So the first one involves you coming in at an angle to your opponent. If you hit them, place the obby and crystal behind them like this. That's how it usually looks. But you always want to make sure that you don't try to place the obsidian inside your opponent's hitbox, because as you can see, I'm spamming right click and nothing is happening right now because it is inside their hitbox. So you always want to make sure that when you hit them, you want to make sure that you go to their sides or behind them or even in front of them. You never want to try to place it where they're standing because it won't place. Alrighty, now a different style of hit crystalling that I do sometimes is I W tap them. Why is the realm so laggy? What the hell? Alright, so I W tap them like this. And then I place a crystal in front of them like that. So, W tap, place a crystal, break it. It's a very, it's like a lot more simple than trying to angle yourself and go behind them or to the side of them. So if you can get W taps down, then that form of crystalling will be very effective. Also, boys, I just wanted to throw this in here really quick. If you're going to, like, if you're about to get ledge crystaled, like, let's say someone's placing that, like, someone placed a crystal, just block it with obsidian. Because, look, I took 0 damage from that. But if I were to take damage, that would have brought me down to 2 hearts. So, if you're about to get ledge crystaled, oops. If you're about to get ledge crystaled, just do that. And there you go. You won't take any damage from it. Then after they explode it, you can pearl down, do that, and punch crystal them into their own obby. And that will be bad news bears for them. Also, a good way to practice how to hit crystal is what I was taught by Michael, is to put bottles of enchanting in your offhand and then just practice placing the crystal. And if the bottles of enchanting throw, that means that you messed up somewhere. Like, let's say you did that and you held right click for too long, your bottles will throw. But as you can see, none of the bottles were throwing because all the crystals are being perfectly timed right now. But if you were to mess up the obby, that would happen. Or if you switch back to your sword, that would happen. So if you ever wanted to practice hit crystalling on like an alt or something, like mine over there, you can just put bottles of enchanting in your offhand, and then you can just practice the placement of crystals. And I just murked myself. Okay. That is a good way to practice hit crystalling. So enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, boys. Thank you guys for watching the tutorial on how to properly crystal PvP in 1.9 plus. Today we went over the inventory setup, the hotkey setup, how to ledge crystal, how to punch crystal, and how to hit crystal. And remember, crystalling takes time to learn. I started learning how to crystal in like March of 2019, and I didn't get really good at it until like May. But people like my friend Eddie, his channel will be in this, the description. Eddie literally hopped onto VL from being on 1.7 all his life, and then a week later he was able to hit Crystal. So there's some people that can learn really fast, and there are also some people that take a bit of like a bit more time to learn than others. But don't worry, in the long run you'll get it, and you will be able to Crystal like I can in all of my videos that I post. But thank you guys for watching again, and if you guys take interest in this, that would be pretty cool, because I want people to start Crystal PvPing more. I want to grow the community to help out different servers and stuff. So if you guys like this, just hit me up on Discord, and I can give you good servers to play on if you want me to, like VL, Purity, Classic, VNLLA, GLADIUS, etc. But yeah, my Discord will be in the description, so if you guys like this and you guys want to try it out for yourself, I will leave different server IPs in the description, or you can DM me on Discord. I'll leave that in there too, but I'll put different server IPs in the description that you can use to either practice or go play on, that has Crystal PvP as the main PvP aspect of the server. So once again, thank you guys for watching today. And if you enjoyed this, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe. And I will talk to you boys at a later date. Peace out.